Hey, welcome back to another edition of Ego on Break. I'm your host, Dynamite J. Andrews. As always, joined by Mr. Logan Creed, the Mississippi Madman. And today we're going to kind of do maybe a little special edition as talk about All In.
All In what?
The wrestling show.
Wrestling show? Yeah. I didn't know.
Surprise!
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's appropriate. Like, me and you both are, I'm not going to say diehard. Yeah, we're diehard wrestling fans, but we're also, I'd say we're diehard independent fans.
Yeah.
From the first time, finding Ring of Honor and, 3PW and several other, promotions like that.
XPW.
Yeah, XPW and CZW and, WWW and all those other ones. I definitely think, we have a pretty good eye for talent, but we also, we know what we like, and independent wrestling sometimes is better than, the big dogs. So, with that being said, the biggest kind of indie event ever is happening September 1st.
I mean, technically, this is ran by a company.
Huh?
It's technically not ran by a company.
Right. There's companies affiliated.
You know what I mean? Exactly.
Right, but it's three guys, Cody and the Young Bucks.
Yeah.
Took it upon themselves to win a gentleman's bet against Dave Meltzer.
That's what I tell Dave Meltzer, you're stupid and wrong.
But no, I watched the whole thing about that. What Meltzer said, somebody had asked him, do you think Ring of Honor could fill up a 10,000 seat arena? And he said, not in the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
About an hour later, Cody said, give me Omega and the Bucks and we'll take that bet for $1. So he wasn't knocking it as much as he was just answering a question. I don't think Ring of Honor can sell 10,000 seats. So Cody took offense to it and was like, I needed that motivation. I'll bet you $1 that we can. So there's $1 on the bet. So no matter if they, no matter how All In goes, which we know it's going to go very well, if it came to that point, they broke completely even. If they spent $5 and made $5, they're going to make a profit because they're going to get that $1 from Dave Meltzer.
Exactly.
So, we're guaranteed $1 profit. You know what I mean?
They did the Trading Places bet. You ever seen that movie?
Mm-mm.
With Eddie Murphy?
No.
Where they bet they can turn a rich man into a poor man and a poor man into a rich man.
Never seen it.
It's got Eddie Murphy. It's really good, but these rich people bet literally $1.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
But I wanted to kind of, run down the card, maybe talk about StarCast that's going to be happening in conjunction with All In, and just kind of get some, give our opinions, our feedback, what we think, maybe even who we think's going to win each match. So,
I know two.
Well, I got them all wrote down. Good. Yeah. What I do think is really cool that they've added matches based on the fact that WGN America was like, hey, we want to broadcast, some of this. Mm-hmm. So, like WGN America, because they're a Chicago-based television company, they wanted All In too. So they got hashtag 0 Hour, which is they're going to be a battle royal and they're going to be a tag match between the Briscoes and Kaz and Scorpio, part of SoCal Uncensored. So they've got that, and then they've got the 15-man, or let me rephrase that, 15-person over the budget battle royal. Said they had a lot of guys that they wanted to put on, a lot of guys, I use guys as that term meaning everyone.
People.
People. They had a lot of guys that they wanted to, book, but just didn't have the room. Mm-hmm. And thanks to WG in America, they had that opportunity. So we got the Over the Budget Battle Royal, which features two wrestlers that I know for a fact have made their way through Mississippi, one being a Mississippian, the other being a Texan that had, several matches in Mississippi. So those two are Marco Stunt, he's the Mississippian, and the other one is Jordan Grace, who came through like...
I saw she was involved.
Yeah, she's going to be, she's the only female in the Over the Budget Battle Royal. So, and the winner of that, I believe, gets a shot at Jay Lethal's Ring of Honor title.
Wouldn't it be cool if it ended with those two in the ring?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, Marco versus Jordan. What would it be like for Marco to get a title shot, Ring of Honor title shot? That'd be pretty cool.
But who's the champion right now, Jay Lethal?
Jay Lethal. And Jay Lethal has been having like a mental breakdown of almost as he's being stalked by Black Machismo.
So his own personality is stalking him?
Yep, like in suitcases, mirrors, that kind of thing. So according to the mirror image, Black Machismo said Jay Lethal is not all in, but oh yeah, brother, he's gonna be all in, and that's horrible macho impersonation, but I tried.
So it was like when Hogan could see the Warrior, but supposedly nobody else
Yeah,
could.
yeah.
But us at home with the magical televisions.
Yeah. If you follow the Being the Lead the series, what had happened was they were talking to Jay Lethal as he's kind of getting ready or whatever. He opened his suitcase, flipped it open. On top was a Mega Powers T-shirt and a the Black Machismo gear. And he's like, looks around, shakes his head, looks back down, and it's gone. And he's like, hey guys, I can't do the interview, whatever. I got to go to the bathroom. Let me go. So he goes to the bathroom, splashing water on his face, and trying to clear his head. And you see the back of his head, and through the mirror you see Black Machismo, and Black Machismo's cutting the promo, going, "You're not gonna be at all in," or that. So it's pretty cool. But hey, I love Black Machismo, man. He's definitely, like, I knew of Jay Lethal early on, but kind of that guy from Special K to that superstar was definitely Black Machismo helped make that happen. So I'm looking forward to that. I believe he may be in the Over the Man Battle Royal, the Over the Budget Battle Royal. I don't know for sure, but I couldn't find a match for him, and I found they've advertised about 10 or 12 guys that I know for sure going to be in the Battle Royal. Mm-hmm. But there's a couple spots that are open that I don't know who's going to be in them. So, yes, I'm pretty sure Black Machismo is going to be in that.
Have some old 80s guy.
Yeah. But you're going to have Jordan Grace, Moose, Rocky Romero, Colt Cabana, Ethan Page, Marco Stunt, Brian Cage, Jimmy Jacobs, Billy Gunn, Punishment Martinez, MJF, Brian Cutler, and possibly Jay Lethal. And like I said, that leaves one or two spots open. So
it'd be cool.
What's that?
If the two of the people come out, one was Matt Classic and one's Black Machismo.
Yeah, that would be fun. What would be even cooler if those two spots was CM Punk and AJ Lee. No, hold on, listen, follow me. And the final two were Colt Cabana and CM Punk.
I'm so just tired of everybody with this Colt Cabana. I mean, not Colt Cabana, CM Punk.
Yeah. Well, just, they got the lawsuit against each other, or Colt does. I'm like, in typical wrestling faction,
the guys basically said, I want nothing else to do with wrestling.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn who's running it.
Well, no, he did have an autograph signing at like a press conference or something for All In or something like that, or at Pro Wrestling Tees or something. So he hasn't completely gave up on it.
I just don't care.
Yeah.
Many years later.
But so out of those two matches, you got the Over the Budget Battle Royal and the Briscoes SCU. Who do you see winning?
I'd say the Briscoes.
All right, I'm gonna go SCU. I think Kaz and Scorpio are gonna come out on top.
I just never have got into Kaz. As much as I've tried to watch him, I just never have been able to get into him.
Well, that's understandable.
I like the Briscoes. So.
Yeah. So who's your pick to win the Over the Budget Battle Royal? And get a future title shot? Consider that, I guess.
What doesn't make sense for Machismo to be in there? I could pick Colt. Why not?
Yeah.
I like Colt.
Well, I think I think the reason you're gonna get Black Machismo is because Jay Lethal is the champion,
I get what you're saying, yeah, but
I'm gonna go with Moose.
Moose.
Yeah, Moose with a in a small back of my head voice going, "Come on, Marco." So still got to root for Marco Stunt. He's been in Ego Ring, and that means a lot.
It'd be cool. It really would, but good luck.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, then we're gonna have, and I have no idea what order these are gonna be in. I just wrote them all down.
I ain't got a clue. You know more
than I do.
So,
what I assume is probably gonna be the main event.
Mm-hmm.
Cody versus Nick Aldis, the NWA title. What do you think? I'm going Cody.
Yeah, I would actually say Cody myself.
And
to me, he's the bigger name, and he's more draw toward the NWA belt.
Yep, absolutely. I will be shocked if it's not Cody.
Yeah.
And I would say that if I didn't think Cody was running the show. I think just the bigger stories with Cody. Yeah. Okada versus Marty Scurll.
I'll stick Marty this time.
I am too. I think he's going to show why he's the ultimate villain.
Yeah, because he's lost a lot here lately. That I felt like they got to do something to turn him around.
Right.
So I feel like that's probably it.
All right. Hangman Adam Page versus Joey Janela.
I'm not a fan of Janela, so I'm gonna pick Paige.
I'm gonna pick Paige as well, and it's not the hometown guy, but he's definitely a Southern guy, being from like Virginia, competing in the.
He never jumped off no buildings, so that's why I'm picking.
Neither did Joey. He got put off.
Whatever. He volunteered for it.
But I dig that, man. I think it's gonna come down to like maybe Adam Page pulling off his boot and hitting Janelle. And the reason I say that is because well, like in the last couple of episodes of Being the Elite, he's had this thing of being barefoot. So I definitely think, that maybe that's going to play into that, or it's going to backfire and Joey's going to use the boot or something. I think it's going to have something to do with his feet. So I could be way wrong, or I'm going to be the smartest person in the world by picking that.
Before, so I ain't saying nothing.
All right, then we got Omega versus Pentagon. Hard one. This may be like if there was ever a match on here to go in like
I'm gonna say Pentagon because I think everybody else is gonna choose Omega.
I'm gonna go. There's gonna be a double DQ, a time limit draw. Something. I
would hate that. I hope there's nothing.
Well, this is why
like that at this show.
This is why I say that. There's been rumor that there may be a part 2.
Well, I get that.
And if there is, then I think maybe this could be your main event going into part 2. So that's my pick. All right, Mysterio, Bandito, and Phoenix versus the Golden Elite, the Young Bucks and Kota Ibushi.
I'm gonna go with Mysterio just because I don't feel like they're gonna book themselves to win.
Yeah, I'm the same way. It's been really heavy Bullet Club, and I think they're gonna be the Bullet Club team to lose.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely with the Phoenix, Bandito, Mysterio. All right, what about Stephen Amell versus Christopher Daniels?
I'm just gonna pick Daniels because I like Daniels. I always have.
I'm going with Stephen Amell. I mean, I definitely think there's going to be some chicanery or however that is pronounced, and you're going to see.
I don't pronounce words. I don't know how.
Yeah, well, I attempt it, but
And you wind up looking really dumb a lot of times.
But I'm going for the actor, not the wrestler.
So okay.
So, all right. I think that's pretty much the card. What I could find. So, what's your thoughts on the overall matches that they gave us? I mean, it sold out, before there was ever any matches. Is there something you would have maybe done differently, or, added to, took away from?
I don't know. It just seems like it's, besides the Omega and Pentagon, there really isn't a tag. Okada and
you don't have a, your 2-man tag team is going to be on the pre-show.
It just seems like it's still missing something. I don't know what, but something.
Okay. Chelsea, I did leave this off. What? Chelsea Green, Britt Baker, Madison Rayne, Tessa Blanchard, 4 corners women's match. I left that off. My apologies, ladies. I had to write at the bottom of my paper.
I'd probably put Blanchard.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for as well. I'd really like to see Madison Rayne, but I don't think that's
talking about missing there. I don't know. It just
like maybe a gimmicky match, like a
no, not really.
Cage match.
Nothing. I just really I want to put money on to see. To be honest with you.
I mean, I'm really excited about the title match. I think that's going to be that match. People are going, holy crap, it's way better than we thought it was going to be. But I really dig that. I really like the idea behind it. So I'm definitely
I own DVDs. Like there was a DVD I bought, and I looked for forever. It took me forever to find the damn thing. But it was like in Ring of Honor, the first one-on-one meeting with Joe versus Low Key. It was such a huge build-up to that one match. The rest of the freaking show is pretty horrible, to be quite honest. But there just isn't a match on there. I'm like, man, I got to see this.
Yeah. I mean, the Okada scroll maybe.
Pentagon.
Omega Penta is definitely the match.
Probably the one I really want to see.
And that's definitely something I'm looking forward to. And I mean, I've seen, several of these. Like the Briscoes and SoCal, that's happened before, and
like I was really hoping Jericho would be on the card.
Well, there's nothing he's not.
Is he gonna be in the battle royal? Good.
I mean, he may win it. Who knows? How crazy would it be to see Jericho? WWE and Ring of Honor and New Japan and Impact.
Wait, who'd you say is tagging with the Young Bucks?
Kota Ibushi.
See, I think it'd be cool if it would have been Jericho, because him and Mysterio's old past rivalry.
Well, just because it's advertised doesn't mean it happens.
Oh no,
you know
but I'm
what I mean?
just saying, if they had Jericho, that's where I would put him on
right.
the card, just because of Mysterio.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I dig it, man. Or Flip Gordon, we know is going to be at All In.
Yeah, he's probably 15.
So he could be that guy in the Battle Royal as well, or he could be that guy that faces Jericho if he shows. So
yeah.
Who knows really, But I really dig. I dig the idea that they took a chance. Cody said that his dad has said his dad would have told him this is a dumb idea to try to do. But he said he followed up with his dad would have said sometimes the best ideas start out as dumb ideas.
Exactly.
So that's definitely motivation. Hey, you're definitely going so far out of left field and against the grain, to try to do something this huge that there's no way it's going to happen. But if it does, you're going to be legendary. So I definitely think old Dust would have been backing it. So who knows? I mean, it could be. And this is just what we know,
I'm just saying.
They're definitely. I feel like they're definitely going to have some surprises. That
I mean, there's guys they could pull out. Like you could have went back and got a Sabu or RVD or somebody like that. Where's Sammy Callahan? Where are these guys?
Well, I mean,
the people that are really putting asses in seats around the world, where are they at?
Yeah,
they should be on the
They could
card.
be, they could be there as bonus.
I'm just saying, but that's what I'm missing. Like, where are the guys that are really making the imprint right now besides Cody and the
right,
and Omega? There's a lot of people.
Yeah, for sure. But I do know, like, there were several questions asked about, people from WWE and things like that.
I heard Neville's not all in. Yeah, I really didn't care. But I just read that this morning.
Oh, yeah. But Cody has said, at the end of the day, he wanted it to be successful because it was them doing it and not because WWE could spin it and go, well, if it wasn't for Punk being there, if it wasn't for Goldust being there, if it wasn't for...
Yeah, but like Sammy Callahan's a guy they had and didn't do shit with him.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying.
I
think you're probably going to see
that
Sammy. You know what I mean? I think it's one of those, like, holy shit, it's a Sammy Callahan moment. Yeah. I don't think it's going to be a, hey, we got to advertise every person on the card.
I understand, but I'm just saying what's going to put asses in seats. But, I mean, they'd sold out before they advertised anything.
That's what I'm saying. They had no matches announced. So, it's like we've fantasy book these super cards and things like that, and I think they've touched on every level as far as guys, especially keeping their core group of guys, their 6 or 8 guys that they kind of have to build around.
You just lost Keith Lee and you just lost Riddle. They're both WWE now.
So I definitely think it's going to be big, man, and I look forward to one day, and granted we would never even attempt in Mississippi to do something like this. But that day that, I can go, hey,
if I had the money, I'd attempt it.
But I'm just saying,
the money.
Realistically, we're not going to be like, oh, we can put 10,000 people in Mississippi, for a wrestling event. But I definitely think the idea that you could do a portion of that, like Cody has said, like, realistically, the businessman in him was hoping that first day, maybe like 4,000 tickets got sold. And then, he was like, I was hoping that would sell out. He was like, but I didn't think it was going to sell out like it did.
I don't think they realize how much people really hate the WWE right now.
Absolutely.
And literally, this was their way of spitting in Vince McMahon's face.
And he was like, he's like, the little kid at me thought maybe 900. He's like, because it was so far out there,
I have no doubt about it, honestly, because, like I said, a lot of people, the people that watch WWE hate WWE because the only reason they're watching is because really there's nothing else out there to watch.
Well, it's one of those things. It's become it's become that habit. You know what I mean? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they are the biggest promotion, and that's great. Nobody's going to touch them, but there's definitely a lot of room in that second place market. And it's not. There's nothing wrong with being second place when second place is, huge.
Yeah, true.
So they have hinted that, there may be a all-in kind of every year. At least,
I've heard it may be this one shot only, and then I've heard it may happen again.
Well, he said,
we'll see.
This is what I just watched an interview with Cody, and Cody said that you know, there are people trying to break up the three, him and the Young Bucks. There was there was big offers and you know, big money offers and things like that. He said, but he doesn't see anything happening with a three, and if nothing happens with three, there's nothing stopping All In from being, you know, a thing that's more than one show. He said, but if something happens and this is the only show, you know, we made history. He's like, but nothing can stop us three. So he's definitely laid out the hints that, you know, they've at least talked about, you know, it being a yearly thing, or at least another one, maybe not a yearly, but you know, All In too, you know.
I get it.
So definitely happy about that, definitely digging it, definitely looking forward to it.
I'm glad, if anything, it's put a mercy lock on Vince's wrist.
Yeah.
For at least a minute.
Well, if nothing else, it's a slap in the face and said, hey, pay attention.
You know, and the guy just turned, what, 70-something years old the other day? And I ain't saying Triple H is anything great, but NXT, I'm not still a huge fan. I don't give a damn what anybody else says. But it is better than watching Raw.
Right.
Not by much, but it is a little bit better.
And I mean, I really can't judge Raw because I don't watch it.
Oh, no, but I'm just saying, but Triple H seems like he's trying to do something different. If it's true and he's really the one over, you know, maybe when the old man kicks it, maybe WWE will go back to what wrestling used to be. And I ain't saying it will, but maybe.
I mean, I'm definitely looking for more Hulkamania, so.
Well,
you wanted to get back to it.
It was drawing.
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, WWE draws now. You know what I mean? Look at WrestleMania weekend. I mean, come on.
But not like it used to.
Yeah, but it's not like they're not running high school gyms, you know. And at one time they were running high school gyms. So.
But they were having better stuff then too.
I mean, not everybody looking for the, you know, the Mulkeys versus, you know, Barry Horowitz.
Well,
same difference. So, but yeah, man, I'm excited for All In, and you know, I definitely hope, you know, it builds some buzz around some indies. You know, indies are hot right now, and or at least in a lot of places they're hot, and you know, it could only do good things for it. I mean, they're gonna put on a heck of an event. It's gonna feel top notch. You know, everybody there is gonna feel like a star. You know.
I know this is a little off to the left, but I saw where what is it, Twin States?
Yeah.
Are going to have Brian Pillman
Jr.
And I thought that was really cool, man.
Yeah, very cool. Our friends over at Twin States. You can check out Locals to Legends podcast to hear more about that. Yeah, and check out Locals to Legends podcast to hear podcasts from yours truly. Yeah, as it's been picking up a few numbers. So
I just thought it was cool that a guy was coming that close.
Yeah. I actually talked to Brian Pillman about being in the Southern 8. It's just dates and stuff didn't work out. Yeah. But I thought it would have been really cool to have him in the Great Southern 8. It just didn't work out.
He looks a lot like his dad.
He does look a lot like his dad. And like I say, I'm a huge Pillman fan, so
me too.
Just that idea behind it, you know, would have been really cool.
Several times over.
Yeah. But, so although his book that he did not write is pretty bad. So
yeah, well, I told you how that works out.
But yeah, man, like that's very cool.
I would like to see if him and Liger would do a match like him and his daddy used to do.
I don't know if he's to that point yet.
Well, I'm just saying, you know what I mean. It would just.
I mean, he's
one of your father's greatest rivals, and here's your chance.
Right. Yeah. You know. It'd be cool. I mean, if nothing else, just for that concept. Yeah. I don't know if it would rival Dad's match with Liger.